Think we love Auburn? She's got her Auburn collar.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice that.
September 11th lives with me every single day. It never goes away for those of us that were there that day, survived that day. It's something that lives with you every single day, but what it does is also motivates me to live a better life. Like I said, the way I can honor those we lost, honor those that were injured, is to live a fruitful life. You know, to be an example to others that, you know, September 11th did not destroy us in the way the terrorists wanted us to be destroyed.
You. Everybody loves you.
She's really heavy.
Yeah, I know, she's gotten heavier.
I had a vision. You can call it a dream, whatever you want. I see a person walking toward me with a white glowing robe, no face, brown hair. Behind his left shoulder was a beautiful pond with tranquil trees. Over his right shoulder was tall, endless sea of grass. And a peace came over me. And I asked God for two things at that moment. I said, let me be there to see the birth of my daughter, because again, my wife was 7 months pregnant. And I just hated the fact that I wasn't going to be there. And the second, and I know it sounds silly, but I said, God, when I get to heaven, can I have a glass of water? I was so thirsty from the concrete. And at that point, you know, that's all I asked. And that's when I see this figure coming toward me. And he's coming toward me, and I get a peace come over my body. And what does he have in his hand? And I tell people you can laugh about it, but he had a bottle of water. And that rejuvenated, that gave me a fighting spirit. I try to remember all 37, you know, when. So I tell people 20 years later, one of the things that I learned that night is to never give up. You fight till the end. There was something about knowing that if I fought till the very end, there was a peace that I can die with, knowing that I've given it my all.
I would never have thought I was part of history. And you know, some days it feels like it happened yesterday, and other days it feels like it happened 20 years ago. It just depends on what the day is. And I can tell you the time was 9:03, because 9:03 is when United 175 crashed into our building, entering in at the 77th to 85th floor. And I watched Jim go down the corridor. He was doing another sweep. He wanted to make sure everybody knew that they needed to leave. It was time to go home. Jim did not make it out. And then I was able to get onto an elevator. And I left about 400 people on the 78th floor sky lobby. On that day, 2,749 people died at the Trade Center, 176 from my company, and 19 from my floor. I was a walking zombie. I didn't realize, the first 14 months, if you ask me how I was fine. I was alive, I was fine. I just didn't realize how it affected me. You know, I was functioning, but it hadn't really hit home until 14 months later.
It's good to be able to speak with people who have similar experiences, even though we may come from different backgrounds, you know, corrections, police, transit people, you know, but we all were there, and we all had medical issues as a result of having been down there, and we all were able to talk about our struggles and the things we've been through, and because of that, we were able to bond with each other, because so many people just don't understand. You know, it's something that people want to push out of their minds because it's not pleasant to think about. B, some people weren't directly affected by it. You know, you hear people telling, well, you know, what happened so long ago, get over it. But this is a trauma. And, you know, and we're still suffering physical effects from that trauma. And so definitely we're also suffering some type of psychological effects from that trauma. And so it's not something to be gotten over, it's something to be addressed.